All right, welcome to another Crossroads podcast, number 79, with your boy
Yes,
Jake
sir.
Ryan.
And your other boy, James LaFountain.
Two boys,
It's
one
your boys.
podcast. Two boys, one podcast. That's what we should have called it. I'm just kidding.
Two boys, one cast.
Like
Could be like a fishing podcast.
we both broke our all of our bones in our body, and they put us in one giant body cast.
Mm-hmm. And then when we heal, we just come out as one person.
Yeah, we're Siamese twins. We got an operation to become Siamese twins.
Yeah. Holy shit,
Dude,
dude.
dude, that's the future we're moving
What?
into. They're like, I don't
What
even
if
want to be.
somebody did that, dude?
They'd be like, I don't even want to be a transgender. I want to be a
That's so messed up.
Siamese twin now.
Well, there's that. It was like some Russian scientist. He's doing experiments on dogs and stuff, and he put a head of a dog on another dog, like attached to his neck. And
I thought he put a dog's head on a human body.
I mean, I don't know. Who knows what
He's
they
probably tried if he's that mad.
did. Dude.
I mean, who knows, dude?
You gotta imagine there's been some pretty crazy like science experiments.
Yeah, like the guy that put intertwined goat and spider DNA.
Yeah.
Well, what if it went bad and it wasn't like it created the spider web milk, but it like gave the goat like 8 legs and 8 eyes?
Whoops, I clicked on something. My bad.
Wouldn't that be creepy?
Yeah, spider goat.
Yeah, the goat just starts like making webs and like living in a web, and it's like, whoops, I was just trying to make.
Whoops.
Yeah.
That's like a horror movie.
Dude, yeah, we should make it. Spider goat.
Dude, yeah. Is that a thing?
Well, the guy made the goat milk so that it produced that like milk that was it was like the strength of,
Yeah, it had like the
super strong.
the spider silk like proteins in it.
Yeah,
Or something.
and didn't he use it to like make stuff? I thought like they're like, oh, we're gonna make like super strong rope or something.
Could look it up.
Look it up.
Spider milk.
So do spiders have nipples?
Right. I have nipples. Can you milk me, Greg?
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I was watching Ink Masters.
Mm-hmm.
And they were doing the breast cancer tattoos over breasts with breast cancer.
Right.
And they didn't have nipples.
Mm-hmm.
So they can show it on TV.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, that is so weird how the nipple makes that much of a difference to like
the female nipple. You could show
just
male
the female
nips.
nipple. Yeah.
Huge male nips.
Dude. And they'd be like boobs.
Yeah, you could literally show a huge man boobs is basically just huge boobs, right? Like you see some real fat dudes, they got huge boobs that are bigger than like a lot of chicks, but like you could totally show that.
Yeah, you can show like National Geographic like African sagging boobs.
Right.
Where they're like, oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Can you though? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people
on National Geographic, I think. Like,
yeah, right. But still, even a lot of people would object to that, even just in a educational context.
For sure. Did you find the spider goat?
Yeah. So it says, what is the spider goat? Here, I'll share this screen.
So, looks like a little happy goat.
It says BioSteel trademark goats have been genetically modified to produce the protein from the golden orb weaver spider silk in their milk. Yeah, I was right. This means that the gene that codes or the protein that spiders use for this silk was transferred through the lab techniques into the goat's genome. But why? To make strong milk?
What are the benefits of spider goat right there?
He's fights crime.
Yeah.
Molecular biologist Randy Lewis claims that within 2 years, spider silk milked sorry, from goats could replace your body's tired or strained tendons and ligaments, maybe even bones. Dang, okay.
Dude,
That's what
that's
I'm talking about. That's what I need, bro.
for what? Your
Just life.
legs? Your
Yeah.
arms?
For my yeah, dude, my actually my elbows are pretty fucked. Like I'll wake up sometimes and both my elbows are just like
Oh, my
on fire.
knees. That's where it gets me the most. Is my knees from like crouching up and down
Yeah.
all the time. I mean, I definitely use my arms a lot. I guess we
Hmm.
have little tendons in our fingers.
Yeah.
That gets me too. Like I'm always like, oh man. If it ain't playing guitar or gaming or typing on a computer or work, dude,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
I get it in my wrist. For a minute there, I was getting like this like splitting pain right here in my palm. Like if I
Stigmata.
yeah, and then I started like bleeding out of my eyes. Like
Oh my gosh.
and I was like, yeah, I'll be fine.
You you're at work. Like, James, you all right there, bud?
Just give me some of that spider goat milk.
I'm just crying blood from my eyes. Don't worry. I think I got a little dust in my eye.
Dude, fucking dust in my eyes. That's all day.
Yeah. You still wearing glasses? You got contacts?
No, I want to get contacts, but
Get the dailies.
yeah.
They're a little more expensive, but I don't change them every single day.
Hmm.
But to me, they feel cleaner than like a monthly pair.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you were saying um like if you have days where you do end up getting like quite a bit of dust in your eyes, then you pretty much have to change it out.
Yeah, when at the end of our jobs, when we're sanding and cleaning up, it's just dust
Hmm.
all over.
Dude. Yeah, work's been pretty crazy. Like I said, we haven't really been doing a whole lot of building. Um, but they've just been putting us to work because they're putting in a bunch of new like machinery for the other side, which is going to be the truss side.
Mm.
They're going to be building trusses over there, and then they're going to be they just installed the. I should have took some videos. But yeah, they put all new saws um on our side, like where we build walls. Then they're going to put a wall line there. So yeah, it's been crazy. It's
Oh,
tearing shit
just
apart.
upgrading the whole warehouse or just
Yeah,
rearranging it.
pretty much like just upgrading the whole way we do things. Because for the
Mm.
longest time, like it was just we'd build walls by hand, just
Oh,
like
you
that.
guys got that machinery you were talking.
Yeah, it's like a we'll still be doing stuff to build the walls, but it's kind of like a production line. I mean, that's the idea. It's a huge table where like at one end of the line, um, the wall starts, and like the first step is probably just like framing, putting the studs in. But then as you go down the line, different parts of the table itself will like hold it in place and square it, and then like we'll put the sheeting on it and nail the sheeting. And I don't know, it's supposed to be a lot faster, and I guess we'll see how that actually. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to look like exactly,
I'm sure it'll improve things.
but yeah, I mean, like I said, for the longest time they just did shit by hand, and now they're bringing in all this equipment and spending a shit ton of money, obviously.
Yeah. The guys were just upgrading some of their gear, spray machines
Hmm.
for texture stuff, and
Yeah.
upgrades are always good, man. What?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, um, just all the new people there too. We got 4 dudes that started just it was about a month and a half ago or something. And then 6 more, they're going to be working on the truss side, but
Hmm.
all of them are Spanish speaking, and only one of them speaks English, so he like kind of translates. But
Oh, to the rest of the crew?
yeah, so I've been trying to navigate that. It's pretty interesting, but it's pretty crazy, like how much you can get across just with sign language.
With a little.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that TikTok.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I mean, speaking of TikTok, we were talking about how they're trying to ban it
Right.
in, I guess, the US, but I've heard a lot of talk in Montana.
Yeah, I guess I don't know where I would have seen that, but I didn't see that.
I seen it coming through probably like email. Oh, on TikTok. I got like a notification on TikTok saying, "Hey, if you want to
Oh, what?
fight the ban or whatever, then
Yeah,
fill out this thing." And my cousin got a phone call about it.
weird.
Um, but I mean, I use TikTok. I don't really post on it much. I should,
Yeah.
if I developed a formula and a routine, was like, even for a song where it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna make 100 videos of this one song. It might do good. I'll see a lot of people do that.
Hmm.
Um, but I see a lot of booties. I mean,
It
I
just
should.
shows it just shows you what you
It
like.
just shows up. I don't know. It's not my algorithm. I don't know. I don't want it there. No.
I didn't put that there.
I didn't click on that. No.
No, someone just reminded me of this, but someone on Reddit was posting like freaking out about this ad that they seen on Facebook because
Uh-huh.
it was like this chick about to like suck this dude's dick. It was like showing
What?
it. It was like showing the whole thing.
What?
But it was talking about like penis enlargement, you know.
Oh yeah.
And everybody in the comments was like, they're like, yeah, it's targeted advertisement. Like,
Like if you're looking up penis enlargement pills, then they're gonna feed it to you.
yeah, like they're not showing that to everybody.
Dude, well that's funny. It makes me think of, you know, I'm not gonna really stray off the topic of the TikTok thing for a second, but we were talking about how I seen on Vice the declining sperm count thing. Like, oh, Illuminati feminist agenda to decrease the alpha male population.
Right.
But they're also like, not only is it going to decrease your sperm count, but the penis size is decreasing. And eventually we'll have no penis.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Why?
I mean, I don't know. If we actually do become the aliens in the future that don't need reproductive organs, reproductive, reproductive glands.
Well, those two, yeah.
And then we just start test tube babies.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I
that
used to just tell people when I was a kid that I was a test tube baby.
did they believe you?
Yeah, like I was like pretty young when I would tell people that. I was in like elementary school and shit.
They're like, show me your belly button.
No, they didn't even know. I would just be like, yeah, I was a test tube baby. Like, I don't have parents. And they're like, oh really?
Well, wait, wouldn't you still have parents even if you're in a test tube? Like
I
technically,
don't
wouldn't
know.
it?
Yeah, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, the scientist would be your father.
Yeah.
He's like the madman, the father in heaven, James.
Hmm.
Ah.
That's yeah. No, I don't know. I used to just
uh,
make up shit though.
Sounds like you're still making shit up, okay? You can't bullshit a bullshitter.
I mean, I did say
That
that.
background is fake. No.
Yeah, what? Just crash through it.
Yeah.
What, this? You don't
You
want to
just
go?
opened a gateway into the next realm. You just
Right.
lifted the veil, bro.
Dude. That is pretty trippy though.
Yeah, you should just have like another. You should have like a blue screen back, and it's
That just
just like a psychedelic wonderland, or like the Matrix back there. Yeah.
or it's just like out behind a a bar, like by the trash can or something.
Oh yeah, you're really filming this in an alleyway.
Yeah.
You're like, sorry, man. I just work's been slow.
Or
Couldn't pay
it's
for my
your
rent.
background.
Oh, that's meta.
Yep. Next time.
Yeah.
Well, why does it keep doing that?
Your focus can't focus. But yeah, I don't know. TikTok's cool. Although I wouldn't really miss it, I don't think.
Yeah, it is cool. Like I do look at it every once in a while, but I'll usually just like if I'm just scrolling shit, I'll just check out other shit. But yeah.
YouTube is what I always use. I watch YouTube shorts.
Yeah, and that's one thing I just don't want to get because I know how addicting it is. Like the shit is already like addicting enough, you know.
YouTube
That's
is pretty much the only one I really stick with nowadays.
yeah. I'll check Reddit because
Because
if
you're
you
a
just
troll. I'm just kidding.
because I'm a fucking yeah, I'm a basement dwelling fucking I don't know. No, I don't even like I barely comment on anything. I just check cool shit out. Because honestly, like that's where not everything, but like that's where everybody's at. Um, and then it bleeds out to the other, you know, like as far as memes go and like meme culture, like that shit all started on like 4chan and Reddit.
Right.
And yeah, so
I've
like all
just never
the
been one to use it. I think I've used it like once or twice, but I was just like, I'm
well,
really
the
not
best thing you
inclined to it.
the best thing you could possibly use it for, not like as like a website to scroll to like just you know consume content. But if you're ever looking at anything up, just put Reddit after it, and it'll bring up a thread for the most part. Like unless it's something super obscure, but like if you're just looking up like best vacuum cleaners, you know, and just put vacuum cleaners Reddit, and just go read the comments. You know, it's basically like just reading reviews. You know, but just the
You
way
know,
the
my
comments
wife
are.
might look that up.
Well, I mean, it could be anything though. If you're like how to fix a dent in the car, or just literally anything, you know, like if you're, I mean,
Well, don't you just you should just take your car to a dentist. I'm just kidding.
right.
You're like, that'd be some fucking stupid YouTuber prank where he's like got an appointment to see the dentist and he's like, yeah, I got this dent in my car. Aren't you the dentist? I thought you could fix it.
Wouldn't a dentist be someone that makes dents?
They make dents, yeah.
Yeah.
And his name is Dennis.
Dennis the dentist.
Dennis the dentist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It makes me want to rap.
Dennis the dentist. And he's also an environmentalist.
Dennis the dentist, the environmentalist, an apprentice with this pen in his hand, and he's renting
An artistic penmanship.
Yeah. I was trying to do the Crystalia Eminem thing. Too many napkins.
Too many napkins.
How do you
Yeah,
fucking
Crystalia.
yeah, I was actually looking at TikTok earlier today.
What were you looking at?
Well, I was trying to look for
Booty.
butts. I was trying to, but
Just all tits, just all cleavage.
No, it was just showing me cool shit. Actually, it was showing me like,
Oh, cleavage isn't cool now. I'm just kidding.
um, well, yeah, I can't
Yeah,
remember
it's
what I was watching.
I mean, it ain't that big anymore.
It's really really cool, and then it isn't.
I know you get through like a few videos and you're like, on to the next one.
I'll wait a couple more hours.
Yeah.
No, no, I kind of literally was though. I was like scrolling through it. I'm like, I haven't been on TikTok in a minute. And I'm like, this is where all the booties are. But I literally didn't even see one. Um, what was it showing me though? There's something I was saving. Oh, this one chick, she was singing the fucking Harry Potter theme like crazy,
Like
dude.
singing just the notes.
Yeah.
Oh wow. See, that is what I do like about TikTok is how you can I've been wanting to do things like I'll have a beat channel on there, Soulfire Beats.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I really could utilize this and have other people like duet to it and be like, yo, just rap to this beat
Yep.
on the app. Or take this guitar lick and make a sample out of it. Or actually using it for those social networking, like working as a team aspects instead of just like, hey, watch my funny video or, watch this person give advice on something or some conspiracy theory where people are like, did you know that Disney is the devil?
Right.
And they're just, I know there's fucked up shit in the world, but it gets to be a little bit like, all right, yeah, I've seen this. Like the next guy's gonna say the same thing, and then the person after that is gonna regurgitate that, and it's gonna be like, it's just gonna be, I just hate to see when people are like, did you know that this is the truth? And it's like you're not even really a part of it. You're just kind of
Yeah.
regurgitating what other people have pointed out to you that
Yep.
you believe may be true.
I
But
mean, I honestly think that's the majority. I don't know. I think that's the majority of people for real, just like with anything though, because like how much stuff do you hear people say where it's like, I know you just probably heard that like growing up your whole life and just never ever cared to look into it, but you're like, this is how it is. My dad said so, you know, like
yeah,
people
true
for
that.
sure will just like, I remember my mom telling me about um her mom, so my grandma, um it was a story she was telling about how she used to cook. I think it was hams or something, you know, and she would always cut the ends off. And she's like, it just cooks better like that. And that's just how you're supposed to cook it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and because she learned that from her mom. So I'm talking about my great grandma now. But the reason she did that is because she was, you know, super poor and she only had a tiny little pan. So she would always cut the ends off of like big hunks of ham, you know, to fit in that
Mm.
tiny little pan. So like just and she was like so adamant about it. She's like, that's how you're supposed to cook ham. Like, you know, and
Yeah.
people will get mad, be like, no, you're fucking doing it wrong. Like,
Well, and that's the interesting thing about how times do change. And, I could bring this topic up again later when we probably talk in our next like segment or whatever.
mm-hmm,
Um, but just about that, how things will change in time when it kind of goes from an oral tradition to like books and media. Like nowadays we have the internet and books where books are basically on the internet. Obviously there's books out there that aren't on the internet. You can't just look up the book. You might not even be able to order the book online. They're
mm-hmm,
just like
out there.
out there. And you know, so that's the interesting thing is how things can, even through oral traditions, where it's like, yeah, it kind of, they might adjust it, change it up a little bit, but once it gets passed down, it's like, this is how we did it, this is how it's done for generations. But just like how a rumor can spread too, where it's like, you know, this person says it, this person says it, you know, and then by the end of the day, you know, you ended up sleeping with a girl that was a little overweight, and by the end of it, it's like, you know, she was just a massive 600-pounder. And it's like, dude, she was like, oh, she only weighed 20 more pounds than me. Or what, you know, I mean, that's a pretty shallow thing, but you know, rumors when people are like, oh, dude, like,
Hmm.
seen you making out with the sloth last night, the troll, and then by the end of it, it's like, dude, he's got fucking AIDS.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Um, I mean, I don't know. The older I get, it's trying to tell me to upgrade.
Oh yeah, we got 10 minutes.
Yeah, man, it's just like it's everything is just like human behavior and human psychology and just how people feel about shit. Like that is just how like even in like the professional world, it's all just like passive aggressive people just throwing fits and power tripping and oh no, I'm not gonna do that way just because this guy said it and he's last month he shot me down. So
Oh
or
yeah,
just but just like even like the economy and stuff and like the stock market and money and people, it all just kind of is
trickles, ripple effects.
well, yeah, that, but it's all just built on people's faith that it works. Because as soon as people start believing that it's not working and it's going to collapse, then I mean, because the banks, they don't have all our money, like if everyone was to go pull out all their money, the banks don't have that money.
Yeah, and that's another thing we can bring up in the next kind of segment is like, you know, when I was talking about playing Far Cry 5 and this Waco American apocalypse kind of cults and religious fanatics and prophecies
Yeah.
and almost self-fulfilling prophecies, doomsdays, and how I feel like sometimes we get ourselves so enamored and believing like, oh yeah, one day all the banks, they're gonna, you know, something's gonna happen, all the money's gonna go to shit. And it's almost like, sure, yeah, it could for sure, but the more we tell ourselves this and we get convinced on it, just like 2012, we're like, we've done the calculations, the Mayans have said this for years, and all the people writing these books, selling books, going giving conventions, the world is going to end on December 21st, 2012.
Hmm.
And then it just another day. Wasn't even a special day. Like, wasn't even like, I didn't even see no asteroid.
Right.
It's just another day passes by and we're like, huh, wow, really
Yeah.
thought something was going to happen. It's almost kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
I was banking on that.
I mean, dude, sometimes I'll have dreams where like the world is ending. It'll be like, or like, be like a huge volcano or asteroid impact or something. But even in like some movies and stuff, like, I don't know, it's such a weird feeling if you think about it to like just think that everybody's gonna die at the same time. Not everybody, but like just like how if like an emergency happens, everyone kind of like bonds together through that and they all kind of like
Oh, yeah, for sure.
so like just that feeling of like oh fuck, like even if you're in a huge crowded city of like a million people that you don't know, just in that moment you're all gonna be like the
Maybe.
same.
Yes. Some people will be like, yo, you need some help. Other people would be like, fuck you. I don't fucking care about you. Give me all you got. Give me your guns. I will
I'm no,
kill you.
I'm talking about where it's like imminent death. Like the fireball is approaching, and you're
Oh
all just
yeah.
standing there like, okay, this is it.
Yeah. They'd be like, I don't want to die a virgin. And then she'd be like, well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fuck yeah,
let's
dude.
get it done.
There's I
I
see
got your back.
speaking of Reddit and volcanoes and sex.
I mean, it's pretty similar. They
the
all
Yeah,
go hand in hand.
they have casts from the Pompeii eruption from like the people that died at the time.
Like they have
Um,
casts of their penises.
well, one guy, they have just like various casts of people that were in the positions that they were in when they died, because they were covered with the ash, and then the ash solidified, and then basically left like a hollow cast, you know.
Well, their
So,
positions like doggy style.
well, okay, so let me get to
Just
it.
kidding.
So the dude, one cast that the dude, uh, I guess the cast of the dude in the position that he was in, he was jerking off in his last moments.
Hey man, you might as well go out with a bang.
Mm-hmm.
Kayliana went there.
To Pompeii.
Yeah,
Is that in
that was
Greece?
Mount Vesuvius, right?
Yeah, I
Uh,
think so. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Her and her mother went there when she was pregnant with Journey. She has pictures. Shit, I could show you pictures.
Shit, I
Maybe.
got pictures.
I got, dude, and they're all dicks.
Yeah,
Like, not real ones. I got tons of dick pics, man.
I got tons of dicks.
Uh, I don't know where they are in here, but I'll have to show you them sometime because I have no idea where they are. But basically, yeah, it was like a bunch of whorehouses and stuff like that. But they're like caves, with like a,
Yeah.
a slab, like a boulder. She said on the walls they would have like the different positions or like acts. You could come
Hmm.
like pay like, oh, I want to get a blow job or I
Yeah.
want to get a rim job.
I want to get a rock shoved up my ass.
Whoa. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what they're into. Probably some freaky stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, dude, they were just all. She's like, there was like sticks carved in the stones, like to lead you to the whorehouses, and she's like, all the gift shops were just like cocks.
Yeah, I
And
think you were telling me about this.
I probably told you about the artwork that was like the dude with a bag of dicks sprinkling seeds into a dick garden,
Yeah.
and there's like a dick bird flying to the sky.
I think that that image is like, it's actually gone around on the internet for a minute.
Dude, and it's like
Hilarious.
I get it, like, it is it's life, what would we do without the penis and vagina? Vagina? Is that how you pronounce it?
I think it's honestly, it was probably just as funny back then as it is today. Like they're probably just fucking around. Cause there's like old fucking graffiti from like 1,000, 2,000 years ago, where it's basically just that. It's just like
Oh,
dick and balls and this guy's gay jokes, you know.
oh yeah. Oh, there was definitely a lot
Same
of
shit.
gay artwork. And I think that though they were
But
like,
I'm saying the humor, like
oh yeah. But
just that
I don't
stupid dick
know.
humor.
It's like the Spartans. Like, did you ever hear that like the
Mhm.
females would like shave their heads when they got married so that the men could adjust to like
I
having
think I've
sex with a
heard that.
woman?
I think I've heard that.
I
I don't
mean,
know. That sounds made up.
it does, but at the same time, I'm like, well,
They for
maybe
sure did a
not.
bunch of gay shit. um, but that's probably just human history. Forever.
Yeah, before they're like, whoa, whoa, wait, no. I mean, I'm not saying no, but I mean, I'm not saying yes either. No.
Right. We have
This
less than
no consent. No.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
well, I'm not consenting to the shutdown either.
yeah.
Zoom. No.
Yeah, we'll
All
just
right.
do another one.
We'll do another one and we'll get into some of these topics
Another one.
and we'll get our minds out of the gutter.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right. Well, I'll see you.
All right. In uno minuto.
Un minuto.
All right.